Hello and welcome to Decor It Yourself. We're here in the lovely brownstone-lined Fort Greene in Brooklyn. We're going to go see a friend of mine to take on a home decor project she needs help with. So come on. Hey.
Come on in.
All right. Well, Allison, thank you so much for having us here. What project do you need help with?
Well, I have a table in my bathroom that I've had for actually like 11 years. I got it at a flea market in Washington, D.C., which is where our families are from. And it's really cute. The shelves are like 3 hearts. And I love it, but it's kind of getting ratty, and I thought maybe we could sand it and refinish it and put a stain on it, so I was hoping you could help me out with that.
Cool. Before we get started, a couple things to keep in mind are you want to do the project in a well-ventilated area or have a fan on hand, and if you can't do either of those, make sure you wear a protective mask.
It's also really important to wear gloves. You can use regular rubber kitchen gloves. Also, a lot of the products we're going to be using have plastic gloves that come with them, so that's really handy.
Well, the table's already in really good shape, so we don't need to strip it. So what's the first step we're gonna do?
We're gonna put on some wood conditioner. You need to let it dry for at least 15 minutes, and it just helps the wood get really lustrous and kind of ready to go.
The next step is we're gonna sand it. And if you have a really hardcore tabletop, you might wanna use a handheld electric sander, but we have a small table, so we're just gonna use some sandpaper. After sanding, to clean off any debris or powder that's left over, we're gonna use this really cool thing.
It's called a tack cloth. It's this really kind of sticky, tacky, mesh-like cloth that picks up all of the extra dirt and dust and powder, and you want to get all of that off the table because otherwise that will be kind of stuck in there when you put the stain on.
To start staining, you're going to either use a staining pad or a paintbrush and apply a thin coat evenly across your entire piece. Allow the first coat to dry for 48 hours and then check it out and make sure that you've stained evenly. If it's overstained in any area, you can correct that by just sanding over it.
Then after the first 48 hours, put your second coat of finish on. Let it dry for an additional 72 hours, and then if you like, you can put a polyurethane sealant on it to really kind of protect it and trap it in.
And voila! You've given an old piece a brand new look. When we come back, we'll show you around Allison's fabulous Fort Greene pad and show you how she's added some DIY touches.
Hey Threadbangers, I'm going to Haiti in March and we're looking for donations of blankets and plushies made by you. Click on me or follow the link below for more info on how to donate.
Welcome back.
So let's take a look around my apartment. I'm really excited to show you some of my favorite stuff.
I love this part.
One of my favorite pieces is this coffee table. We found it at the Brooklyn Flea. It's by this company called Nightwood. And it's 2 girls who use all resalvaged and reclaimed wood and turn it into really beautiful one-of-a-kind pieces. And this was a really great Craigslist find. It's a Herman Miller chair that my boyfriend Jake, who's studying architecture, is like totally obsessed with, and I am too. It's a really great place for him to sit and do work and be design inspired. And this desk we found online, it's called One Less Desk. So you can see how it's like a modular kind of stacking unit, so you could, put it against the wall and move them out. It's a really, really great space saver. We also have some really beautiful original prints that a friend of ours did. This is one of them. Her name's Caitlin Reuter. She's extremely talented. This cool candelabra we found on Etsy. The site is called I'm a Sally Pants, and this really cool sounding woman in Chicago makes all these different candelabras out of old plumbing fixtures. So my kitchen, which like in most New York apartments is also part of the living room and the office, is probably one of my favorite spaces and places to spend time in. I'm really into bread making, so this is a loaf of sourdough bread I made this morning. So this is our beautiful lime green pegboard, which we put up this summer, which I'm kind of obsessed with. So much so that we decided to add a few more lime green pegboard elements to the kitchen. One of our favorite things about the apartment when we looked at it was this little nook in here, and we weren't really sure what to do with it for a while, but we have so many books, so we thought the best way to use the space would be for book storage, and we found these really awesome floating shelves. We both really love photography and like supporting like young and emerging artists, so this is kind of our little gallery space of some works that we've bought from a really great website. It's called 20 by 200 that I really recommend if you're looking for affordable art. This is our Polaroid wall. It's all different pictures from New York, California, all over with my Polaroid, which sadly it's hard to find film for. And this is another cool Etsy find. It's made from all repurposed bicycle parts.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your home and your project with us, Allison, and thank you out there for watching. For more nesting tips and inspiration, become a fan of Decor It Yourself on Facebook and follow Meg Allen Cole on Twitter.
Also, we're looking for a new light fixture for our kitchen. If you have any tips, please let me know in the comments below.
And our sister just had her first baby, so we just wanted to say, welcome to the world, Aiden. And as always, remember,
your nest needs you.